Hey guys, it is Carl Brown from GuitarLessons365.com. Got a big one from Rammstein today. We wanted to do Sonne. I do not speak German, which is very obvious. I'm just a really dumb American that doesn't speak any other languages. And I Googled it though, so I think it's like Sonne. Whatever. Anyway, close enough. You'll know what we're doing. We're going to be doing this. It's in drop D, so take your low E string and tune it down a whole step to D. And you are good to go. All right, now before I get into it, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell. You can know when I release videos at least and watch them. That really, really helps with the YouTube algorithms. The number one thing you can do for the algorithm is actually watch the videos. And if you really want to support what I do here, join my Guitar Academy. You're going to see a link to it in the description below. You'll get full access to all my courses with just one subscription across all major app platforms, but use the web to sign up in that link and you get a free 7-day trial. And you also get access to the weekly live stream I do every Saturday morning with just Academy members, so you can ask me questions in real time. And I can help you with, you can see it on video as I kind of help work you through your problems. And you get personalized support from me beyond that. So please get over there and check it out. We got a great community going, and hopefully you'll join it. All right, let's jump in. Basically, I have two riffs we need to focus on here, because the verse is pretty much that main riff that I just played, but just kind of cut in half, really. And then we have the chorus, which is pretty simple as well. So not going to be a very tough one to get down, but it's a lot of fun to play, though. So we have that main riff that's going to come in. All right, so it's going to start here with hitting across the bottom 3 strings. So then you're going to play the power chord across the bottom 3 strings at the 6th fret. You can use your, I'm just using my middle finger here because I got that index finger coming up for the 5th fret power chord in a second. So we have this. So after you hit that chord at the 6th fret, then back to the 3 opens. And then you're going to go 6, same chord at the 6th fret, then the same 3 strings across the 5th fret. I'm using my index finger there. And then the open strings again. So this. So that's the beginning of the riff. And then we have this. So that's going to hit the strings open again, and then it's go 6, 0, 6, 0. So we have this. All right, so that's kind of like really the whole first half of the riff. The second half of the riff starts the same way the first half did. So that same riff. What did the 6-5-0? So far we have this now. And then we have the ending of the second half, which is a little bit different. So the first ending was just like that, but instead of going like that, we're gonna go. So it's kind of the same, except the very ending, open strings, 6, 0, 6, and then just go down to 5 and hit this one 3 times. So that's kind of the end of the second half, or the whole riff altogether. So let me see if you can follow me here. I'll kind of play it slower. Ending. And then just repeat all that. All right, go up to speed. All right, right, so that's the main riff of the track. So when the verse comes in, we're going to hear that riff again, but it's kind of instrumentally for a bit, and then you just hear the riff come in like this. So basically that first half of the main riff is the thing that you hear that keeps coming back in the verse. So he'll sing the line, and then we have the, and then there's kind of the vocal line, and then vocal line. Don't ask me to sing this. There's no way it's impossible. So after you play that riff 3 times there, it goes to the chorus. So the chorus, now how you see Richard play this, or Paul play this, Richard, from what I see on video, he's usually playing mostly down here. And you see Paul doing the same chords, but kind of different voicings up the neck a lot of times. They'll come together in a couple of them. So if you have one guitar, you're probably going to want to play the way Paul's doing it because it'll sound a little bit fuller. But obviously they're playing different voicings because like they'll play, so like when Paul's doing this chord here, Richard's playing it down here as just a B power chord off the A string. And the C power chord here is also being played up here by Paul. So it's just, it's basically those 2 chords are the ones that he kind of changes about a little bit. So, like I said, when you see Richard playing, he's usually hanging out down here and just kind of doing it. So he's doing that kind of thing during the chorus, and you'll see Paul doing it this way, which is the main way I'm going to show you. Remember, if you want to play, you can just play the same chords that are playing up here, but you can play them down here in the 2nd and 3rd fret. But, so Paul, how he's doing it, the whole thing, let's do it. So it looks like this. All right, so we're basically going to start here with this. So this 9th fret here, across the low E, oh, it's the D, low D now, the A and the D string, the high D string now, and then the 11th fret you're going to add there on the G string. You do that, and then take it down the same shape down to the 2nd fret. And then we're going to go to this D, which you can just play as a D power chord at the 5th fret off the A string. So it's 5th fret of the A, 7 on the D, 7 on the G, with the low open D in there. Then you're going to jump up here and grab the 10th fret across the bottom 3 strings. So that's kind of, we're going to repeat that twice for the first half of the chorus. So it's just that 9th fret, then the D up here, the 10th fret, and then repeat. From there, the second half of the chorus, it's going to change the chords up a little bit. We're going to do that same chord shape we did where we added the pinky there on the G string, but we're going to be over here at the 2nd fret. So that chord was in the first half of the chorus. So you're going to start that chord there, 2nd fret, then back up to 9, then down to 7 and 4. I'm sorry, down to 5, then down to 4. So 2, 9, 5, 4, done twice. So each one of those 4 chord progressions done twice. So we'll put them together again. So here we go. So the first time you hear the chorus, you're just going to hear that whole thing, those two progressions all together. You know, they're each played twice, but each played twice, that makes up one time through the chorus. You just play the chorus one time, basically, the first time. And so it's shorter. The next chorus is going to be, the rest of the two choruses, they're twice as long. All right, and then we're going to have this, goes back to the main riff. And then it gets back to the verse again. So this one, he does like a whole turn of the verse with no guitars at all. And then he repeats the verse again, and you hear those guitars coming. Just that half of the riff, like we did in the first verse. So this is a little longer verse here. And so it's just the second half of this one that same thing that we did in the first verse occurs. All right, from there we go to the chorus. So it's the same chorus, but longer, just repeated, it's twice as long. And then we have this section where you hear the chorus progression going on, but there's no guitars. And then the song comes back in with the chorus again 2 times, and with the same chords we did before. So there's really only 2 things of that main riff, since the verse is kind of half the main riff, and then those chorus chords, and you pretty much get the whole tune. So like I said, it's a pretty easy one to get down, but it's a lot of fun to play, and it's a killer track. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you again soon for GuitarLessons365.com.